Hello everyone and welcome to Lost in the Reel. Today I'm going to be covering the new film Where the Crawdads Sing, based upon the beloved best-selling novel. Does this movie really warrant that current 36% Rotten Tomato score? Let's talk about it. Where the Crawdads Sing is directed by Olivia Newman and written by Lucy Alibar, based upon the novel by Delia Owens. It stars Daisy Edgar-Jones, Mikhail Hyatt, Sterling Macer Jr., Taylor John Smith, Harris Dickinson, and David Strathairn. A woman who raised herself in the marshes of the Deep South becomes a suspect in the murder of a man she was once involved with. Where the Crawdads Sing is based upon the best-selling novel by Delia Owens, an author whose past is, to put it lightly, shady and questionable. But going into the film, having not read the book, I decided to go in blind and put the controversies aside. Although the film is being billed as some kind of mystery thriller, it is anything but. This is much more of a romantic drama that uses a death, or possibly a murder, as a framing device to tell a simple story of an outsider living life on her own terms. Now, once I realized that the mystery of Crawdads was not going to be all that integral to the film as a whole, I was able to just sit back, relax, and enjoy it for what it is. The real draw here is Daisy Edgar-Jones, who was show-stopping in this year's Fresh, alongside Sebastian Stan. Unfortunately, because of its direct-to-streaming release, that film has pretty much gone under the radar for mainstream audiences, so this will most likely be her big coming out to the masses. And even though this movie is certainly flawed, Where the Crawdads Sing is a perfect showcase for her considerable talents. Beyond the beginning scenes of Kaya as a child, the movie's success lies completely on Edgar-Jones' shoulders, and she creates such a captivating lead protagonist here. I can see why readers have fallen in love with the novel, because even though it doesn't contain the most groundbreaking of stories, Kaya is a character that is pretty unforgettable. Her strength and resilience despite her circumstances are traits incredibly easy for audiences to connect to. And her situation, being an outsider and completely misunderstood by her peers, making her an easy target, makes Kaya a character you can't help but root for. Jones is able to take all of these things and keep us engaged through the entirety of the film, which I don't think many performers would be able to do because this film is so glacially paced. I kept waiting for a twist to be dropped or something to propel the momentum in any way, but Crawdad seems to be content in wistfully sauntering through our heroine's life in such a tedious manner. The court scenes lack any sort of urgency, and the romantic scenes fail to ignite a spark. It's really only when Daisy Edgar-Jones is alone on screen, fighting her way in the world and making her mark without the help of any man, that the film comes alive. I must say though, that at least for me, its 36% Rotten Tomato score is a little unfair and not reflective of the quality of work on display. There is a lot to love about Where the Crawdads Sing. The dazzling cinematography, the supporting turns by Mikhail Hyatt and Sterling Macer Jr. as the couple that run the Marsh's general store, the lyrical and sometimes haunting score, the extremely satisfying ending, and of course, Daisy Edgar-Jones. But I just wish that there was more to recommend here on a storytelling level. The lead character is a fascinating one. I just wish that the narrative surrounding her was more interesting. So I will be giving Where the Crawdads Sing 3 bird feathers out of 5. Where the Crawdads Sing foolishly sets itself up as a mystery, but anyone looking for one will be sorely disappointed. This is much more of a slow-moving drama, and if you can get past the fact that the story never really takes flight, you will at least be captivated by Daisy Edgar-Jones and her turn as the compelling lead protagonist, Kaya. Thank you so much for watching Lost in the Reel. What were your thoughts on Where the Crawdads Sing? I'd love to hear from people who have read the book. How do you think it compares? And for people who haven't, like me, do we share the same sentiments? Sound off in the comments section down below. And until next time, my friends, take care.